Didn't they try to revive it?
What'd you say?
Didn't they try to reboot it?
It's gonna be
a year
cows
ago?
outside.
Barnyard?
No.
They do Barnyard. I would know. I would be watching. Hey, everybody. Welcome back. My name's Will. They're forever DM as always here at the Wayward 7. Welcome back to another exciting episode tonight. We got a good one in store for you, I hope. We haven't played it yet. We'll try it out for you live. That being said, before we get started tonight, as always... Something going on right there. I'm not going to look at it. Anyway, as always, we have some special announcements from our very
Special guests?
safe looking.
Are we doing people first, or are we doing me first?
Well, we'll do people and then we'll get to whatever's going on.
Whatever you
want. Yeah. So, Sydney is here. Hi, Sydney.
Hey-o.
Hi. Glad to be here.
Sydney, this might be the first time some people have been seeing you. So, why don't you go ahead and tell us a little about yourself? Who are you? Why are you here?
How did you get in? No,
You snuck in.
kidding. Where am I? I'm Sydney.
Sorry, keep going.
Okay, I went to Auburn with
With
the
was
our
me.
forever
I was
DM
there.
and also
I wasn't.
Ethan.
Okay.
I
Didn't ask Kevin.
devoted my life to theater, and I work at a nondescript fun park in a state that is on the south.
You can say the word Florida.
I work in a
You
theme
can
park
say
in
the
Florida.
A state.
You could arguably say the city.
any
It's
country.
just
I live in Orlando,
yeah.
and I
we'll
work
go
in
there.
Orlando.
Here's her street address.
Put the
And
map
her
together.
address and her home address. Yeah.
Work for a rat.
And cut back to your camera.
Okay.
The screen. She made that.
Oh yes, she did make the DM screen. Yeah. So in the intro, you see that's she made that. She was very, very handy with a lot of cool stuff and helping us with that. Way before we even started this show. So thank you again, Sydney, for that.
Of course. It was fun to make.
Also, Reagan's here.
Also, Reagan's here!
Hey!
Reagan's here. She's been
I'm
here
back.
for a while. It's like-
They
yeah,
thought
she's
they would
like
get rid
her
of me.
fifth
I didn't drive
episode.
as far.
Yeah.
Well, it's good to have you back.
Nobody
Reagan.
cares.
Even a guest at
We're
this
not even
point.
going to introduce the other side.
We're nameless.
They just couldn't get rid of me.
You're not on camera. What's going on there? Ian?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we've got two major holidays this week.
Really? What's the
It is Eye Protection Awareness Week.
Oh my gosh! Really already?
Yeah.
I didn't
That
make
snuck
my
up on
gift.
me.
And ironically also Helen Keller Blindness Awareness Week.
Oh
And it's
my God.
ironic that
Yeah.
those, like, whoever put those in the same week has like some weird sense of humor.
Oh.
That's really bad.
Who makes these
Because
holidays?
yeah, if you don't have the eyewear, then you're blind, and it's
That's
It's
bad.
inconsiderate.
But
But-
consequences.
Consequences of your actions.
Cause and effect.
Cause and effect.
Speaking of being blind and not seeing things, you'll be blind to our new videos if you don't subscribe and turn on notifications.
Oh, that was really good.
Right?
That was really
That's
good.
been like my best segue in
I
months.
didn't
That was really
do
good.
that
It's
one.
like
That was out of
I don't know.
Yeah.
It, water segment.
something
This
interesting.
segment.
Well, the water
week
segment
really
was
good. I can't wait for next year.
Fell apart.
We're sitting
My
in a
kidneys
pool.
still hurt from all the water in my
Oh, poor Evan. He's
Camera's
sorry.
still
He
not on.
stayed
it.
very
I'm not putting the
hydrated.
camera on him.
We're on a heart rate monitor right now.
But yeah, so subscribe so you won't be blind to our new content.
Yeah.
Exactly.
All right, thank you, Ethan.
Ooh.
All right, back on this
I
side.
suffer the consequences of not subscribing.
Yeah. What does that mean?
My corneas have been gone.
Jack, I think you have something crazy to
yeah.
say.
All right, get this.
Get this.
Instagram
The
and
Oh.
TikTok
yeah.
post daily. Wait, no.
Not daily.
Not
Weekly.
daily.
Weekly.
Oh, that's
You heard it here
You're
first,
gonna-
Every
folks.
single
At, at the Wayward 7.
Seven. Yeah.
So go
Begin
and
there.
follow,
Follow.
and then be a part of the viewers.
Yeah!
We couldn't see it, but we have a little gnome
No.
holding up
We-
cue cards
we
for them.
post-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Out of context spoilers, if you want to take a look at that.
Those are so
really
fun.
funny
I
love
stuff.
those
Oh,
photos.
We
I
will
love
do
those,
it.
man.
We're glad.
Yeah.
Reels,
R.I.P.
shorts,
Lauren.
TikToks, cross-posted.
I watch. I subscribe. I follow those.
You
Just to
subscribe?
watch those, man.
Yeah, same here.
So make sure you do it. Do
Yeah.
it. Do it. Thank you guys over there. All right.
Promise.
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you, Reagan. Some enthusiasm.
Yeah.
All right. So.
I bring nothing to the table. I bring enthusiasm.
So, if everybody's got everything said and done, I think we're ready to get into tonight's episode, yeah?
Yeah.
Wait, did you say which episode?
Oh my god.
I think we're on like
Did you say-
episode 50, right?
Roll for initiative.
It's like episode 30?
77.
Thought about blue.
What is wrong with your
Just thinking a lot of thoughts, but nothing's happening.
Nothing's
up there.
happening upstairs.
Intrusive
Welcome
thoughts,
back,
too.
everybody.
What? That means be quiet.
So, Evan. He's such a special kid, guys. Last time we left off on the Wayward 7, the party unsuccessfully ventured out and attempted to find the weapons store for the Admiral. The weapons that were stolen the previous night. Now, to say that they were not found is not the truth. They knew what happened to them. And instead of pursuing them any further in what could have been potentially deadly combat, they offered to make a deal with a mysterious figure known as Khris. One that Nistani seems to be familiar with, but the rest of you have not quite met. Now, that being said, this deal with Khris was struck in exchange for tokens of sorts, tokens of goodwill to a Cane Garbard, somewhere out on the desert ranches, just outside the eastern part of town, across the dune walls. With that being said, you made your way there after reporting to the Admiral of your inability to...
Alleged failure.
Alleged failure, which you guys lied.
Was it even a failure?
Well,
That's why it's alleged.
alleged. But that being said, you talked your way out of that situation and decided to go visit Cane. There, you met a kind of interesting fellow, kind of older and with a kind of a bigger pot belly and a kind of long, wispy beard, and talked in a very relaxed voice as he greeted you all. You bought some interesting creatures from him. A large beetle, known as a dew beetle, as well as 2 dune cranes. These large, kind of limber birds, only strong enough to carry 1 rider, but you got 2. And the final purchase, a large Komodo-like dragon monitor lizard.
That we all tried to attack.
Several people attempted to hop on, however,
I did.
Nistani, being able to speak to it directly, was able to persuade it to allow her to ride it for the time being. With that being said, as the sun is still high in the sky, you have time. Are you staying in town one more day or just heading out?
Just head out.
Hit the
Yeah.
road.
We gotta go.
Heading out.
It's actually 6.
By the way, I just realized we're kind of in a lot of trouble because Lauren took all the notes.
I took some.
That is a good point.
Right?
I have some.
I know.
I got those.
Mine are
Yeah.
very weak because I've been like, oh, I'll just get these little
what are you
details.
struggling with right now?
Notes.
Well,
just
so I
Memories.
know
So
about.
they call me the
I
academic
have notes
weapon
on
at
the
school. I
animals
think I
that he
got
warned
this.
us about,
yeah.
and I have notes. I have something southeast lighthouse.
Mm-hmm.
You were told to head to
Okay,
the
so
hospital.
here's what I got from last week. All right. Garbard gave us 2 burbs, 1 lizard, and 1 beetle.
Correct.
Head southeast. Don't go too far south.
Yeah.
Go to the lighthouse.
Yeah.
Do not push through the nighttime. That's when the insects come out. Ruins are cool. Non-man-made structures, not so much. Don't go to the cone. if we pound the ground, that can stop the worms and antlions, but they'll know where we are.
And
Big worm jump.
the
That is
coast
pretty
is
good.
where the
Big
worms live.
worm go ground.
Coast is, yeah.
That's why we can't go too far
And we have to
south.
tie the birds together. Because if we don't, they'll
Oh, I didn't write that down.
At night.
at night. Yeah.
If you're riding them, then
Right.
you're fine.
Like a caravan.
But that being said, if you're not riding the birds, it's best to tie them together.
Yes.
So, any questions before you guys head out? You're still at Kane's, and he's still kind of tending to the creatures. If there's any last questions you have for him, now would be the time.
I think I'm good. I don't have any questions. I
I'm
mean, he
chilling.
gave us all the information.
All right. So, what's the marching order and on what creatures? I know Nastani is on.
I feel like
I
me
think
and
the
Sonny
reptile.
should go first.
I think we should.
Are you on it with Nastani?
Yeah, I'm.
Yeah.
I think I should be in the middle with the big giant beetle.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll.
Saying Nastani should go first.
So we have two of the bird. I'm on a bird and
Icarus is
We
on.
Icarus.
put Darrow on another crane, and then
Right. Dara's on another crane.
I
You are on
am
Urena.
on Urena.
so us three are taking up the back, I guess.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah. And I will say, are you guys heading out?
Yeah.
So,
Yes.
marching order is Nastani and Khris up front on the lizard.
Oh yeah.
Followed by the beetle.
Yeah.
Then backed up by the bird squad.
Mm-hmm.
Bird squad.
Bird
Birds of a
squad.
feather.
So, I will say, as you continue forward, Icarus, you're in the back. You hear Darrow's voice speak up. Hey, hey, can I talk to you for a sec?
Okay.
We're still missing Rena, but I know time is of the essence. How do you feel about me hanging back and waiting for her, and joining up with you when we can? If you need me, I'll stay, but
Rena needs to be able to find us.
I just worry. The desert's pretty big.
Well, you know where we're going. So, meet with Rena, let her know, and the two of you hopefully can meet us in Orayla.
Okay. He kind of takes the crane and brings it around and holds out a hand towards you. Been wrought wild, Icarus. I'll see you when I can. Clasps it. And with that, you kind of see Darrow kind of give a nod to the rest
Thanks
of
for
you.
the sound effects.
Take the bird with him?
He's on one of the cranes, yes.
Yeah, so he takes it with him.
He is. He's going to
Okay.
take it with him, yeah. And with that, he's going to head back towards the city of Oman.
Okay, I do have a question then.
Yeah.
Do I need to tie my bird to him since I now no longer have
The partner
the
bird.
flock?
Well, technically, his bird will also serve the purpose of the flock. So.
Okay, so
Yeah,
but
we're still a
we
flock.
haven't had to tie his bird down, so would we have to tie?
Yeah, his bird. His bird
At
is
night,
very-
yeah, we'll
Okay.
tie.
Sounds good.
They don't have
It,
names.
you got the sense that he meant this for most of the creatures, as in you should
Right, but
all of
he-
them should not be allowed to roam.
Right, but he specifically said that the birds needed to be tied together. Like, is it?
If you were getting a large caravan,
Got it.
because you had discussed getting multiple birds.
Okay.
But with that being said, you guys ready to head out?
Yes.
There you go.
All right. So with the marching order previously stated, give me just clarification. Who's holding up the front or the very, very back?
I'll be at the very, very back.
Okay, got it. So, Khris, as Nastani navigates this creature through the desert, heading southeast, hopefully towards this fabled lighthouse. Go ahead and make a perception check for me, bud. And somebody else roll a d20.
I thought it was.
D20?
I thought it was Lauren's character that was.
She's navigating. I'm letting you make the perception checks.
Okay.
Nobody else
Well,
We'll
my
see,
intention
we'll see
was-
what
Oh, I know.
happens.
But you're here.
No.
Lauren's not here.
Hey, not good, but it's the best I could. 17 minus 3. 14.
14, okay. Who rolled a d20 for me?
Reagan.
I got a
Reagan, you got it?
3. Yeah.
Go for it. Tell me what you get.
It was a 3.
I rolled a 3.
Oh, you rolled a 3.
Yeah.
Stinky. Okay.
Fuck.
Can't relate.
So, as you continue down the path, following the dunes, kind of going with their stride as Garbert had previously instructed. Luckily, Nastani and Khris seem to be keeping a good eye. However, Khris, out here in the middle of the desert, as you kind of are peering the blazing hot sun above you, kind of white sheen of the sand in your eyes. You see through it, though, for a brief moment. And up ahead is this large stone wall, perfectly square in nature, just sitting there in the middle of the path that you guys are heading in. What you doing?
Can I parkour up it?
You going to the wall?
Sure.
You guys are a couple hundred feet away. So would you like to point this out?
Couple hundred feet away?
Yeah, I mean.
I could say this to the guys.
Yeah, you can say it, guys.
Hey guys, there's a giant wall.
It's
Kinda
about
wanna climb it.
It's about a 20 by 20 foot wall, perfectly square
20 feet?
stone.
Really?
Let's go.
Like hand cut square or like
Hand cut-
naturally formed square?
Yeah.
It looks, I would say, you guys can make a history check if you'd like.
Let's
Can
go.
I make that?
Let's
Sure.
do this.
Group history check.
Group history?
Yeah, if you guys really just want
For-
to check the stone wall.
History
Nope.
time.
I know nothing.
Plus 0.
Why am I looking?
Oh, not 20 plus 2.
You know a lot about the
He
wall.
knows. Got a
And
14.
a wall man.
All right, Herb, as you look at the wall, think about the wall, and
Ponder it.
ponder the wall. Something looks off about the wall. The stone bricks are not the normal rectangular shape that they should be. Rather, they're perfect squares. It almost looks as if something is trying to mimic a wall.
Oh. Maybe I shouldn't climb it.
Can I say this all to the people that?
Yeah.
Guys, I don't think that's a real wall. I'm not gonna lie.
Guys, he's talking
Wait,
again.
can I pick up like something and throw at it?
Yeah, are you getting close enough to throw at it?
Or 100
Guys,
Yeah,
feet
we
away.
got
Do you think this is a
Stupid.
good idea?
I think we should just avoid it. He did say
We should
avoid.
I want to throw something at it. Just to
Throw
see
me.
No.
Toss me.
I just grew up.
Garber told us anything not
Anything
man-made
unnatural.
is.
Or natural, we should stay away from.
Man-made, but
I would say with that history check, it almost looks like it's trying to look man-made.
yeah, okay.
I think
No.
we should just avoid
Got
it.
a really high
It's a
nat
lot
20.
of
When
lot
nat
of
20.
lot of history knowing this.
Yeah, you know a lot about brick walls.
And mirages.
This, nobody builds brick walls like keeps. That's stupid.
Then
He all fooled us.
I think we should just keep on going, guys.
Let's keep going.
Are
That's
you
a
guys
good,
going
good
around
call.
it or just going by it? What you doing?
Wide berth.
Wide.
Okay.
Going.
Stretch behind.
All right. So eventually, you just large, kind of wide,
Those are
100-foot
traps.
circle.
I'm
around.
keeping my eye on it.
Okay.
I-
Make a perception check for me as you do.
So you know.
Holding up the
I'm
back
watching
there.
that wall.
Slow us down.
Wait, perception.
Perception? Yeah.
Scroll down.
Look at your perception.
9.
9.
Okay. Let me get you some new dice.
Yeah, my dice
The
are.
wall seems to be a wall as you pass. Maybe it's a wall, maybe it's not. Herb has
No,
put
it's-
down
No,
your mind.
it's me. It's literally me.
Your beginner's luck has run out.
Anyway, that being said,
So
so
many.
you continue on for the day, and eventually day becomes night.
One of them's got
What?
What?
No.
It's not midday.
There you go.
You
That's the only
started
one
it.
for the day.
So, but that being said, what are you guys doing for the night? You pushing through, or
Shoot.
I'm gonna fly up and try to find a spot.
okay?
So are we taking?
How high are you flying?
Enough for an Earth lizard.
In the stratosphere.
100 feet or so.
Sure. Like 100 feet. Go ahead and make a perception check with advantage
Let's do it.
for anything out of ordinary. In
I
the
push him
desert.
up.
Which reminds me, I should
Oh.
look at the map of the desert.
Perception
I too try to
26.
So.
No.
Dang.
No. Yes.
26.
Mhm.
Flying high up into the air, 100 feet. You start to see the world beneath you and the world that you're trying to find shelter in. There's not a lot here. It is nothing but sand dune after sand dune after sand dune. And far, far, far off to the south, you can see what appears to be the start of the coastline. It's quite a ways away, but there are large rocks there.
I reckon we fly back down. Tell them there's not much to see. It might be best to make camp against a sand dune. We definitely don't want to push through the night.
I think we should stay here, but I think we should have 2 guards at watch instead of just 1, because if we do get jumped by
The
a
wall.
bunch of ant lions, that's not going to be good.
I'll keep first watch. Who else wants to?
I can. I'll stay up.
Well,
Oh
you
no.
guys
What did I agree to?
Okay.
Oh god.
The Dragonborns keeping first watch. All right.
Just Dragonborn
She's sitting
things.
far away from Chris.
Other side of camp. So you guys set up.
I'm
camp.
writing
You
Vistani's aunt a letter. In my
putting a
pastime.
post in the ground and hitching the animals to it.
Yeah.
Or
Yes.
okay.
How long are we going to be until morning? Like how long?
How long?
It's about an 8 hour.
8 hours.
All right. I can take the next one because I only have to rest for just a few hours to get my full week's worth of rest.
So you should take the last 2.
Okay. So the Dragonborns, though, go ahead and make a perception check for your first watch as you guys have set up your tents.
Can I make Vistani's aunt a letter?
Huh?
Can I make Vistani's aunt a letter? Can I make
Sure.
write her a love poem?
Yeah. What you writing? Are you asking Gwen for help, the bard?
No. I'm just by myself on a little thing. I piled up a bunch of sand to make a little seat.
Sure. Gwen, you guys are taking first watch. You noticed he's
I'm
found a
watching.
desert rock and has kind of flipped it over and it's kind of like taking out quill just on his hand.
Super.
I'm
So I have to say it
idly
for
like.
advantage?
Huh?
Say it for advantage.
If you tell me what you're writing, and
Okay,
if it's good, I'll give you advantage. Sure.
I'm playing like a pan flute, like very lightly.
Okay.
Just like against it,
Sure.
whatever. Playing.
All right. So you have. Are you inspiring him?
I mean,
Do it.
Do
sure,
it.
yeah,
Okay.
bardic
You
inspiration.
give it.
Let's do it.
She's playing
Triple
some music.
advantage.
It's really putting you in the writing mood. It's good.
Oh, do I need to do a performance check?
Do you want to?
I don't know. I don't need.
You don't have to.
Okay, no.
Okay.
I'm just amazing at it.
All right. So.
Dear Deviri, my one, my true, the one, the true. You make me feel like a battle axe that hit the white petal monster. Wait, did I really just say that? I write that up.
Yeah.
Are you
was
writing?
kinda
Are you
weird.
saying
Never
this out
mind.
loud?
No, I'm writing
Okay,
this too.
this is just what you're writing. Okay.
Get your hand to space, kid. Okay, you got this. And it makes a clapping noise. Clapping his head.
Sure.
I've thought about you a lot. I've thought about my commitments. Who I'm committed to. You are the one. Just want to let you know. Love you, babe. Then puts a little heart on the end of it.
Okay.
And then like on the back you flip it over, it's just a drawing of me just
Go. Yeah. Make a performance check for that.
for the
drawing.
photo.
Yeah, for the photo.
Photo?
The stick
That's
with
generous.
like
Dang it.
He actually he didn't even get to roll.
I didn't get to roll it, my hands are sweaty because I was Can I re-roll? That's it.
Go for it.
Yes!
I saw you drop it.
It's the same thing!
That's what you deserve.
Dice don't lie.
It's got
It's a
a 3
state.
The 3 total.
for performance.
Yeah, performance 3 total.
It's Do I have to do something else for
It's like
the
a stick.
poem?
Yeah, for the poem, also make a performance check.
Oh, he has bardic inspiration.
But you have bardic inspiration if you want to add the inspiration.
Sure.
To it. So go ahead and
What
roll
is
your
that?
d20 for your
With
performance.
advantage.
It's not gonna
That
be
was
that.
good.
It was 19.
You rolled
Wait,
19.
19 for
You
what?
rolled with
Performance.
advantage.
You rolled with advantage. I'll allow it. And so it's
One's
a
gonna be so mad.
19. You adding inspiration to that?
Yep.
What's the inspiration dice for?
Gwenith. I'm so late to this poem.
1d8.
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 You can add to that roll.
Okay, wait.
It's gonna be
This
She's
is
gonna
my
be
DM.
so mad. Lauren's gonna be so mad. She's so-
5.
So the 19 plus 5?
24.
24.
Woohoo!
You seal it. You have the
I
letter.
put a kiss on it.
Put a kiss. You seal it with a kiss. It's written in the nicest handwriting, despite the words it contains.
Chris is still.
It's cursive.
It's in cursive, but the Chris is still.
The K is backwards.
Yeah.
Everything else cursed except for the K.
Okay, so Chris, you do that. Gwenith, go ahead and make a perception check while he does this
I
during his
did.
watch.
It's a 17.
17.
There's a
Okay.
sandworm right under me.
The letter somehow
Yes.
floats in the wind and finds her. No.
No bird.
Luckily, Gwenith,
Stick it in the
as
sand.
Khris claps his face and scribbles, and claps his face and scribbles more, you see he kind of goes through a few drafts before finally getting the perfect one and writing a big old stick figure on the back of muscles. But it's a quiet night. You watch the clouds race by, and it's cold.
Okay.
But nothing happens. So, that being said, second
Something
watch.
happened.
I'll take the second watch.
Okay, you're taking it, and
You take it second.
Yeah, I can take second.
Okay,
Yeah, I forgot
you still
to-
have to rest for one more.
Wait for one more watch, and then take the last two.
Okay, so this is second. You probably want to do third and fourth.
Oh, okay. Then I'll wait then.
Okay, so are you taking alone, Khris, or
Khris.
Icarus?
Well, Nastani is here, right?
Yeah, you want Nastani to take it with you?
Yeah,
Okay.
we'll both do it.
I'll roll for Nastani.
Alright.
Oh no! Nastani
Perception.
did not roll great. Let me check Nastani's stats. It might save us. What'd you
I feel good.
Okay, that's good, because I don't.
Oh no.
Actually, okay. What'd you get?
27.
27.
Ooh.
Good. Nastani
Ooh.
11.
Oh.
With the +5, poor Nastani. Anyway, so
Sense of something.
Nastani is
Mm.
sitting
Sand.
Looking at the sand, looking at the rock, looking at the scribbled parchment, reading some of it, looks over at Khris, who's sleeping. You see her glance at the dagger at her side. And you see there's a thought there for a second. For crumpling up the paper and smashing the sand and burying it. But you're keeping watch. It is a frigid night. Luckily, though, you take notice of how cold it's getting rapidly and you decide to bundle up quick enough and bundle up those who are still sleeping. If you hadn't, it might have been
A rough day.
a restless night.
Mm.
But luckily, you notice quick enough and are able to take care of it. That being said, third watch. Who's taking it?
That's you. That's me. 3 and 4.
Alright, so you're taking the last two?
Yeah.
Alright. So, third watch, go ahead and make a perception check for me. As Herb pops out of the ground.
Perception.
Where Nastani buried the letter.
Hold
It
it.
pops out with him.
Nat 20 plus 5.
25 total, nice. And it's a good thing you noticed.
Oh god.
Herb, as you sit on the top of the sand dune, waiting for the sun to rise over the horizon, just keeping watch for the morning sun as you always do, you notice something in the distance. Sand. Kicking up into the air rapidly in this almost like a beeline.
Towards us?
Loosely. As you watch as the earth almost erupts from whatever is coming this way. But you see it. Go ahead and make a stealth check with advantage.
Just still 1. Nat 20 plus 1.
What?
What color is that? That's not
He
purple. is
covers
it?
himself in sand.
It's not. I got the purple one right here.
Switch die with me.
It's
Oh my
called
gosh. Yeah.
The power of
It's
purple.
called Gemini Polygel Green Pink /BLW.
Everyone, go out and buy the Gemini
Alright.
Polygel Green
Actually,
Pink
just-
slash
second
BL,
eBay.
BLW, BK.
You were hereby disqualified.
So,
Get
Herb,
those dice.
quickly enough, you slide down the sand dune, quieting all your creatures, kind of gently hushing them, and then walking over to where you see Khris, who is heavily snoring.
Just
Close his mouth and plug his
Pillow over the face.
pillow over the face. Stani's proud. But you quiet the group. Some of them kind of stir awake, and you watch as the massive barreling piles of sand rush up as they come next to the dune next to you. And for a second, you can see what lies beneath as these massive, almost armored plates, as this creature just writhes its way, kicking up everything as it goes. Doesn't seem to notice you. And it passes in the night.
My 3
thank
roll
God.
good rolls for this entire
Yeah.
4 months.
He's gonna get nat ones the rest of the time.
Jack is retiring now.
Good job, Jack.
Great
Time to
expert.
head home and call it a day.
Thank you everyone for watching.
With that, third watch is over. That was almost. That could have been really bad.
Yeah.
But good job. You taking fourth watch too?
Yeah.
Go for it. Make a perception check.
12 plus 5.
12 plus 5, 17.
Okay.
So once again, returning to the top of the dune, you notice off in the distance a large flock of birds. Not just any birds, though. Dune cranes. that seem to be making their way. No, they're running across the desert as they kind of race towards the rising sun off in the distance. But the ones that do get close enough don't seem to be bothering you or show any interest in you. But they pass. And morning arrives, and the rest of you wake up.
Let's go, Raj.
So, good job. You survived. For now.
Gwen turns to Icarus. I think Khris was writing me a love letter yesterday. I'm not very
That's
sure.
not what that is.
I'm whispering. You can't hear. I'm not very sure, but he was very concentrated. Just putting
I'm
that out
I'm still like wide-eyed when I wake up.
First of all, I'm impressed of Khris for concentrating on anything and writing something.
Just, I don't want to hurt his feelings if he decides to give it to
Makes it a
me.
paper airplane.
I'm sure you'll figure
Wait,
something
how
out.
is it traveling? Do I just get a bird? Or whatever?
What are you talking about?
What?
How do I get the
She
letter?
wants to know how to mail it.
It's
Oh,
crumpled
you're
up.
looking for the mail, the post office?
How do I get it to her?
Well, you got
Do I
the
just
letter.
carry it?
Yeah, well, I guess you can give it to her when you see her. Or
We
Well,
take
it's
away one
crumpled
of the
up,
birds.
right? Is it still buried, or did it
You
pop
can
out with
you
it?
can ask
He
Miss
has the
Donnie.
actual
She
letter.
probably knows
Those
Oh.
are just the
Drafts.
rough drafts.
Yeah.
Say this stuff.
Went through a couple of
Hey, could you send this to your aunt for
Say
me?
this for me. Don't look at who
Yeah.
it was.
She
Don't look
knows.
at it.
Miss Nani, could you just...
I can't speak for Nastani, but I can say that she is
She will say no.
royally ticked off.
Okay, we're gonna
All
keep
right.
this a secret.
Yeah. So
Let's
No one has
move.
to know.
heading out during the day. What's the marching order? Same
That's
as last
right.
time.
Same as
Same.
last
May
time.
as well be.
All right, Khris. Perception
I
check.
feel like we
buddy.
said that a little too soon.
Yeah.
As
Maybe
you
I
get
should
on-
take
Mike.
point.
You take a point.
Yes.
I will move up and take point.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, Arena.
Okay. It should be worth mentioning Nastani's not letting you on the lizard. You have been banned to the beetle.
Oh, that's she's
Yeah.
mad at you. She's
She is
not
mad.
gonna.
She's not. She's not gonna be with you.
I'm still focused in.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you can ride on top of the beetle with her and the large kind of carrier.
yeah.
Lots of pillows up there, blankets.
We got a Bluetooth speaker on.
It's you.
Your teeth would be blue, wouldn't they?
So, Icarus, go ahead and make a
Lightning.
perception check, and somebody roll a d20 for me.
Go for it, Reagan.
It's not
You missed.
For a second day of travel.
Could be worse.
It's not like a skill check. Low
Eight.
could be good.
Yeah. Let's switch.
Oh wait, I thought that was better. 21.
21 for your perception.
And I rolled an 8
An 8.
for the d20 roll.
Okay. So, as you start to enter a kind of almost a lower land area of the desert here, where you notice the kind of dunes either grow larger or kind of part almost. There's a large kind of track that leads towards down the center here. And you notice that there are more kind of these large boulders and rocks sticking out. But you notice something up ahead, Icarus. What appears to be a caravan sunken in the sand. And what appear to be these large insect-like creatures tearing at it. And you see what appears to be people or a person. What was your perception?
21.
Standing on top of one of the larger boulders that is slowly sinking in the sand, fighting off these creatures.
Is it how many people?
It's hard to tell. There looks like there are bodies. It looks like there's definitely one who's up and about fighting things off.
I have a question. Are these antlions, do they look like a famous antlion from a famous video game?
Antlions are real creatures, just so you know.
What they are?
Wait, actually? Wait. I had no
Just so
wait.
you know, antlions are real animals, and these are
It's a-
big ones.
It's a bug?
Yeah, but like the big one.
What?
I know those things are, but like the big one.
Anyway, what are you guys doing?
I thought it was just a mix of the animals.
You see the caravan is slowly sinking in the sand. There's about 2 carts.
Okay.
Whatever creatures were towing them seem to have been pulled under the sand. But the carts are still there.
I'm gonna stop our caravan,
Mm-hmm.
point it out to people, and I guess fly in that direction.
Okay, so you're hopping off your bird and flying.
He's a big boy.
Yeah, someone should probably hold on to her.
Arena?
yeah.
You can hand the reins off to
Yeah.
Gwen or somebody.
Who do? Yeah.
Yeah, I
Gwen
handed it off
can.
to me.
Yeah.
Okay, so you hand the reins off to Gwen. As everybody piles up around Icarus, you fly down over there. As you fly overhead, you get a better. How close do you get? You don't know much about these creatures, but
Can I ready an action? Can I?
sure.
Like, I'm gonna draw my longsword. Just.
You guys are about 300 feet away from it, so
Yeah, just in case.
okay.
I don't know what these animals can do.
Yeah, I guess at least about halfway there, just like
Okay.
close enough to kind of like see what's happening.
So go ahead and make another perception check for me as you get closer.
10.
10 total.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, you're close enough to see what's going on. There are bodies in the sand. The blood has kind of stained large portions of it, as well as the creatures that were pulled under. It looked like these larger birds that are similar to your dune cranes. What is left of them are being pulled apart by what appear to be 6 massive insect-like creatures. As these creatures that you see are pulling them down under the sand, they do match the kind of loose description that you were given earlier as ant lions. However, you see kind of on the boulders, you do see a figure kind of still fighting them off, throwing magic, throwing what blades, what rocks are there, just trying to keep them away from the rock. But you do see that the ant lions are slowly, though they seem to have no eyes, are slowly trying to claw their way up to the boulder.
I feel like we should try to help.
No, let's
I
let
feel like
him
we could
die.
use someone. We
Let
could.
him die.
What you doing, Chris?
Can I swoop in and pick them up?
Yeah. So, as you swoop,
Same.
or as you start heading towards that, Cassandra, it has been a horrible day. Your caravan unknowingly slipped into an antlion nest, and as they tore apart your the fellow caravanners here, the ones who had agreed to take you across the desert. Hope is bleak. You can fight yourself, but there's a lot of them.
Yeah.
You must have killed 10, 15 by now, but they just keep surfacing over and over and over. And then you spot something strange. Coming from the direction of the sun. What appears to be a birdman. Do you say anything, Icarus, or are you just going down, talons out? You can say something. You don't have to just go silent swoop.
Come with me if you want to live.
As the bird comes down, what are you doing? You see the talons are out.
I'm gonna. How big is the rock that I'm standing on?
It's about a 20-foot tall rock.
So the
The
same as
platform, like the standing space you
Yeah.
have, is maybe about 5-10 feet, maybe.
Can I try to just like dodge out of the way of the talons?
Sure, you trying to dodge out of the way. Go ahead and Icarus, make an attack roll.
Okay.
This is how we're gonna do it. And we'll just call it there.
Me and Jack are just in the field, just watching all this.
Not one.
Icarus, you go to
Into the rock.
no, I'm not doing that. You completely sidestep and you swoop way over and look kind of like looking back over your shoulder. However, as you do, you kind of see behind you the antlions have finally reached the top of the boulder. So,
Do you want to stay here and die?
You came at me with talons.
I'm trying to pick you up.
conversation happens. Antlion attacks.
Go.
That is a 17 to hit.
And it's
Okay. You watch as you're talking this out, as they're, rushing the boulder. Lots of them.
yeah.
You watch as Icarus, you watch as one of the antlions comes up from behind, the massive claw kind of comes around, and you watch as these kind of fangs pop out and dig into the shoulder. Suffer 15 points of piercing damage.
Ooh, baby.
That's nothing.
Can I, as I circle back and come in again, I'm like,
I survived.
I can leave you here if you want.
Nope. I'll take it.
Okay. So you grab it on the talon this time?
Yep.
Alright, you grab on. Antlion gets attack of opportunity as you do. It says 13 to hit.
Nope.
Okay.
This is
As it tries to kind of rake against you with its claws, you manage to get out of the way. Icarus, you now have a person. You're holding on to. If you'd like to describe yourself, you may. Give an accurate description of Cassandra.
accurate description. She's clad in these robes that are khaki and gold,
Mm-hmm.
arm wraps, very, very monk-like, but you know, just they're hanging on by a thread in some places at this point, with the bare bones underneath it of just like brown shirt, brown pants, the robes just hanging off. There's still some sapphire accents to them.
Okay.
What once was a tight braid is now pulled loose as it circles around her head, and she's worse for wear.
It's been a rough day. And as you are lifted into the sky, heading back towards yours, I assume, you see the caravanners and the people that you have grown to know over the past couple days sink until nothing is left and there is no trace of what was once there. But you bring her back, landing, avoiding combat with a bunch of antlions, which could have happened. I was ready for it.
Sorry to disappoint you.
Yeah,
Do you want me to go back?
I mean, if you want, if you wouldn't mind.
Like,
No.
I can drop her back down.
As
Just
you-
airdrops
as you
in the
drop off
end.
this,
Actually, we're gonna use you as
rail,
bait.
Throws her back.
The rest of you guys see her hit the ground as Icarus. What's your strength, Icarus?
13.
13. You're lighter build.
Yeah.
Okay, so easy enough. Drops down with the rest of the crew.
Tired of being a taxi
You're
service.
not riding with us.
What'd you say?
You're not riding with us.
You're not going up for the beetle.
I
See two people on top.
Jacuzzi. He's on my shoulder.
I sheath my longsword. I'm like, do you need medical attention?
With a sword.
Just cracks her
I
neck a little
sheathed
bit.
it.
It's
It's
like,
the best medical.
if you've got any to spare, that'd be great. Actually, yeah.
You put her down, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
Well,
go
got me
to try.
trying.
Put her down.
Put her down.
Put her down.
She's been infected.
Knocks her out.
One got me pretty good. I
Okay.
can do myself, but
I
That was a
hop.
nasty bite from him.
I hop off the
Real
bird
bad.
and I cast healing word on her.
Okay.
First level.
Go for it. So go ahead and roll heal for that.
Oh wait, 1d4 plus 5. Pointy. 7.
7.
7.
Nice. Okay, so you heal 7. That being said,
That's a number.
I'd also like to spend
It's a
2 of
movie.
my.
go for it.
Yeah, 2.
Go for it. Your healing pool. Got it.
Yes.
All right.
Are you alright?
No. She's silent. She's speechless.
What did you do to her,
I am
Icarus?
now. It's the wounds just
Yeah.
scar over. Back all the way up. It could be better. Could be a lot worse as she looks at where the caravan used to be. Just.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy! Oh boy! Oh
Oh
boy!
my god.
Well, what's your name? I'm Gwenith.
Cassandra.
Cassandra, nice to meet
Cassandra. Yeah.
Chris.
you. Don't mind him.
It's Chris with a
Chris?
K.
With a
Still
K.
staring off.
Darrow.
Darryl?
He's not
Herb.
here.
Daryl.
Darrow.
Get his name
His name
changed.
is actually Herb. Just go with it.
Oh, shit.
Daryl.
Lacks of sanity.
Herb's having like a relapse in memory. I remember the past. My previous life.
And the woman on the lizard is Nastani. That's my girlfriend.
Personality switch.
Oh.
No,
Just
like that.
Friend girl.
Oh. Okay. Not that there's any.
Anyways, but yeah,
And I'm Icarus.
yeah, Icarus. He's the one who grabbed you.
Yes.
Yes.
Sorry for dodging the first time. You know, someone coming at you with claws out and from the sky and.
Whose claws would you rather have?
It's totally understandable. If I was surrounded and only had one
High
way
speeds
out,
and-
I would do the same thing.
So, what are you doing out here?
Traveling the desert.
Same.
Trying to.
If you want my advice, the best thing to do is ignore him.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it.
Anyways, go on.
Um.
As you were saying.
I was trying to get back to my team of. Well, they're friends, but they're also, you know, a team. They're over. They went ahead. I stayed back to deal with some outside business. And, well, she motions back to where things
Right,
happened.
right,
That
right, right.
happened.
Well, which direction are you headed?
She points south.
Southeast.
Southeast was it? Maybe southeast. kind of in the direction of
Yeah.
where the lights.
And you do notice that she is also wearing a tabard of the Champion's Pursuit.
Killer.
There can only be one.
And you
That
notice
was
the
my
same
response.
now.
Well, this isn't my team. I don't think I have the right to say whether you could join us, but I'm sure we could use another hand out here.
At least through the desert, yes.
And
I won't cause any trouble, I promise.
well, we could get you to where you're going, I think.
Ring a bell. We'll go.
Daryl?
As long as we're going the same way.
Herb. He's back to Herb. Herb,
He just switches.
The sun
how do you
gets to
feel?
him.
God.
I'm just here for the ride, man. I'm not gonna lie. I'm
Oh,
chilling
Picks
in the
up
beetle
feet casually
jacuzzi.
on the beetle.
The beetle jacuzzi.
Are you going into the?
Oh, me and him.
The
Oh,
one.
oh, we've been.
You see the wings of
The
the
water
beetle.
supply.
They've opened it up, and there is a pool of water, kind of in a scoop-like thorax.
Get out.
That is your
Why?
drinking water.
I'm doing intimidation check. I'm going to intimidate them to get out of the water. Get out of the water now.
I
don't
don't wanna.
It's nice.
If you don't get out of the water, I will pull you out of it myself. That is a 16 intimidation.
What's
For player versus player, you gotta just intimidate him.
Get out!
No.
We have to drink that.
I'm
But I'm
drinking
a
it right now.
plant.
It's a little bit past drinking, guys.
Oh, that's disgusting.
What did you do in it?
I don't think I want to know.
Chris, we need
was
to
right
move.
to be wide-eyed.
Okay, I'm walking.
Chris, we need to move.
I get up
Please.
and I grab him by the collar and I grab him by the collar and I
Lifts me
yank
by
him
one
out.
hand.
Yeah, make a strength check.
I'll try. I don't just
Chris
get
is
to
a
say
big-
things and do
collapses.
it.
Chris is a big man.
I use
Oh,
unarmed
Oh,
strike.
that
It's
was
almost not bad.
so good. Okay, wait.
What'd you get?
Just-
Will I use breath weapon?
Further up.
In the water?
That one.
Yeah.
So you do it while you're wet?
I
8.
got an 8.
You yank on his armor tunic and
Out!
kind of just tugs on the collar and pops it out.
I pull out
You're
my dagger.
mean.
Get
I'm
out.
out of here. Okay.
He gets out of the water.
Chris gets out.
Okay.
Uh,
Thank you.
I'm still in. I'm a plant.
Bro's gotta hydrate.
I pick Herb
We
up and put him
need
back
to
on my
get
shoulder.
moving.
He's kicking his little legs.
We can move while we're chilling in the hot tub.
Oh, I can move it.
You walked into a strange group.
I do
I'm
think the
wondering
heat is
if the
getting to them.
antlions were better.
No, they're still down at the bottom of the pit.
Well,
I
you
don't
can go
want
if
to
you
find
want.
out.
Okay,
What is
I can
that?
deal with this.
well, should we give her the bird and I hop on the lizard with Nastani, or should she hop on with Nastani?
Well, 2 people can fit on Urena, 2 people can fit on the lizard.
Oh.
The lizard's temperamental.
Yeah, the lizard didn't like me last
The lizard.
I can hop
No,
on the
lizard
lizard.
does not.
Let's hop on the
I
lizard.
know.
No.
Lizard
Let's
doesn't
hop on
like
The beetle can hold 3.
The beetle can hold 3,
Oh,
so you can
that's
only
We want
go.
the lizard.
Would
You're
you like
not
to sit
getting the
with
lizard.
We
Chris
take her.
and Herb?
Not really.
Unarmed
Okay.
If I have an option, but I know
Icarus.
that like my options are kind of limited.
How do you feel?
Wait, why do we have to get out?
Because it's a drinking water!
We're in the beetle, right? I thought yeah.
What?
What? We were just pulling you out of the
You
drinking
were
water.
in the beetle.
Not the beetle.
On.
Chris gets it.
Yeah,
Nathan doesn't.
That's what I'm saying.
He opens up and it's like a pool inside.
Well,
Yeah.
But that's what
It's
they
a
drink
pool.
out of.
Nah.
There's water.
You can get on Urena with me.
Thank you.
Okay, so.
Good bud.
which one?
Right now you're
Bad Reagan. Bad bird. Bird jokes.
Serena, I'm like,
Could have traded them all for lizards, and then we wouldn't have this problem.
Yeah. Anyways.
There would still be bird jokes. You know there would.
Anyways.
Okay.
Cassandra does find it strange that there's a bird riding on a bird. But
Everybody
she's
does.
not gonna say anything.
There was a lizard riding on a lizard.
Yeah. Nastani is half lizard, so. That's also plays out.
There's a lot going on.
I'm not on the lizard.
Anyways.
There's a lot going on here, but anyways, so you guys continuing for the day?
Yes.
It's like
We have time to pack all of that.
All right, so this is the second day, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah, day 2.
Day 2. All right. Day 2 eventually comes to an end. Riding out.
Are we in the same order?
I presume so. But that being said, are you guys looking for a place to stay tonight, or?
Yeah, I'll do that again.
Looking
Go
for the
for it.
same.
See what I can find. Ooh.
The mic just.
Oh!
I got 2 20s.
Nat!
2 nat 20s.
Yeah, he did.
Man.
And they add on top of each other.
So we all.
So that's 40. That's 40.
So he sees into the future,
28.
right?
75.
Okay,
Season's
Bruce.
tomorrow.
So,
Doing the Benedict Cumberbatch.
as you go up 100 feet, looking at all the
Roll
features,
My brain.
you look around
It tickled.
and look for any areas of interest. Now, you guys have been traveling southeast as best your ability as possible. Kind of just following where the sun goes, as told. However, you notice something strange not too far up ahead. Something that puts a bit of panic in your mind. As you look out, you see the coast once again. However, you notice that one of these large rocks that decorate the coast side seems to be a lot further inland than you anticipated. And you have a very good look at it at this point, something that's much closer. You see what appears to be a large stone structure made out of sandstone, apparently, and this kind of almost oily substance that seems to almost be ooze out of these many, many holes in it.
Looks man-made.
Guys, let's loot the desert temple.
I have a question. Can all of us see that we're close
Just
to the
Icarus.
coast? Okay, just Icarus.
Icarus went up 100 feet and is looking over
Oh,
all these
he's-
things.
okay.
Yeah,
Literal bird's eye view.
bird's eye view of everything. It is a massive structure. The holes continue up in this jagged shape, but with that very high perception check, you notice something else. Almost these large kind of, certain areas of the surface seem to be writhing almost. Out of these massive holes, you see what appear to be tube-like things that move in and out, convulsing. And you notice that at the base of this large kind of stone, it's almost a tower-like rock. Seem to be broken caravans, large bones, lots of these kind of leftover substances, things that probably couldn't be digested, you take it. As you do see, writhing in and out of the holes of this rock seem to be massive worms, colossal in size. Enough to make short work of caravans or really anything. Beetles, birds, smaller birds,
Smaller lizards.
smaller lizards,
Little
tree
tree
people.
man.
Well,
And you can surmise that this is one of the hives that Garber warned about, though it is much farther north than he said. And you do see that they are dotted along the coast. This one just seems to be further up. But it does seem to be very close by as the sun is setting. So, what you guys doing?
Flying back down. We're not far from the coast, but there is a tower nearby us, writhing, full of these worms that Garber described. We definitely shouldn't head any further south than we are. We might even want to head northeast for a little while.
You guys pushing a little bit into the night?
Alright.
No.
No.
No, we want to find the
Set camp.
closest spot to make camp.
I just go full ostrich and just dunk my head.
You're just close to this structure, just so you're aware.
How close?
Maybe a few thousand feet.
It's not so bad. It's like half a mile.
About half a mile. But you're about half a mile
If you say
from
that,
a
we're gonna roll
nest.
for initiative.
Could I?
You can certainly try.
Oh, never mind.
Thanks.
JK.
maybe we do want to push a little ways away from this.
I was gonna say, if I casted minor illusion, 5-foot cube, right? Could I elude that if we sit behind the illusion, that it looks like there's nothing there?
It's a 5-foot cube. You could probably fit yourself curled up in a ball.
Oh, one. Oh, okay, never mind.
If you
I was
have
thinking if it was like a 5-foot wall, we could sit behind.
Well, for 5 feet. It's a 5-foot wall for
5
5 feet.
feet.
If you go
yeah.
around it, you
Well,
can.
we're all
Yeah.
just in a little ball.
Yeah, everybody get in a line,
Yeah.
facing
Too many
it.
feet for
Maybe
me.
they won't see us.
Yeah.
Assuming
and
the worms
beetle
have
and the
eyes.
lizard.
The beetle and the lizard.
Yeah, turn into a
They're
Dr.
like-
Seuss book real fast.
Let's put the beetle on the end of the wall so
Yeah.
we can sit behind the beetle.
Yeah, okay.
Nah, never mind.
So,
JK. Just
Either we can try to make camp here and hope that we can hide through the night, or try to sneak further north and distance ourselves
How
from the
dangerous do you
nest.
think this is?
Incredibly dangerous.
Okay, so
Oh yeah.
do you think it would hurt to move a little bit further from it?
Which poses more danger, I guess. Is the better
Yes,
question.
yes,
I
that
think
is.
we should
that's
push
fine.
on.
Moving.
I think we should
or-
push.
I love women.
are you sure?
Yes, they ask wonderful questions.
You had some actions recently that
Hey, hey, hey.
I have
Not
questions
canon.
too.
Huh?
Well,
Oh, no.
Well,
It's real.
stop.
she's like,
Y'all missed
tossing
that.
it,
You don't
trying to
get
her
it.
to
Missed
sleep.
It's an inside joke.
Okay.
You wouldn't get it.
You wouldn't get it.
Ow!
Let's, as quietly as we can, try to move further north.
Okay.
Oh, and roll. Yeah.
Roll for
All right, we can move. Let's move.
Ooh, can Nastani?
She can. She will
She
cast
can.
Pass Without a Trace.
Very cool. Thank you very much, Nastani.
Whatever you're saying, she can.
Wow,
Pass
that's,
Without a Trace,
that's so
you
cool
guys
how we're
say.
on the same page for that.
All right. So with that being said, you're moving further north as the sun sets. From experience, Herb/Daryl, you know that these things are nocturnal. The worms. So, as you move further north as far as you can,
Garmin
make
also
a
told us
group
that.
stealth check. Garmin
Oh,
also told you
I'm
this.
good at that.
And what is that? We had 10?
Add 10 to your roll.
Oh yeah. Unnatural 20. Mm-hmm.
We do.
Is that
Unnatural.
With the plus 10.
Plus 10. Ooh. 30.
Nice.
Okay, that's not bad. Oh, thank God she passed that.
That
Or
was
did that
clean.
D?
That was clean. Oh my. 18 plus 10.
So 30,
28.
28,
33.
33,
17.
17,
37?
37, and a 21 from Hassan.
That's too bad.
Dang it.
It's pretty high.
Could have been
Pretty
40. Could have been 40, man.
So we're gonna leave you behind.
High. All right. So
You won't even know I'm there, literally.
you guys push forward northeast, correct?
Mm-hmm. Northeast.
More north or more east?
More north.
Good to know. Trying to put some distance between you and the tower. And say those of you holding up the rear notice the sand beginning to rise into the sky as a small dust cloud begins to
Start
form.
jumping.
That's me.
No.
Yeah.
Just get somewhat closer to the tower.
No, we should stomp.
No.
The dust
If it's the worm,
rise,
stomp.
rises, but you continue on.
Unless there's a chance that they don't know where we are. If
Acres
we can
pushing
hide, that's
forward.
best.
You guys travel slowly and quietly for about an hour or two in the night until you get far and notice how close the dust is getting. And with good judgment, you decide to stop. So, the first worm does pass by without noticing you. As you see a very familiar sight as the dunes almost erupt a bit as it kind of through the sand.
I sneeze.
Sneeze?
No.
Really?
No.
No.
Just checking.
Just making sure.
That being said,
Constitution saving throw to avoid
you guys-
sneezing.
Are you guys resting for the night?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Who's taking first watch then?
I'll take first.
I will.
The two of you?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Both of you make perception checks.
Dynamic duo. Forgot I'm allergic to sandworm.
7, and then I will use my racial trait.
Oh yeah.
If we're taking turns, is that short rest or a long rest?
This is a long rest.
Well, will be long. Don't
Knowledge
want
It's
to
a
from
good
get-
roll.
past Life.
Huh?
Knowledge from past life to add a d6 after a d20.
Okay, go for it.
5, so 12.
Okay.
Took all that I could.
Trying to perceive.
12. All right, Chris, what'd you get?
Well, I got 17, but minus 4 so it's... Wait, no, minus 3, so it's 14.
Okay.
My perception not too good.
Say for first watch, you still get past without trace, so we'll keep the stealth rolls.
Oh yeah.
You see the worms get dangerously close in this one. As you watch it snake out. And Chris, you kind of watch as it begins to slow. And you kind of watch as the kick up kind of almost becomes a slow rolling of the sand itself. Almost as if the dunes are moving closer towards you now. And you watch as the armor kind of plates begin to poke out and surface. And you kind of watch as you get a good look at the face of this creature. Eyeless, but covered in narrow, sharp-pointed armored plates. You see the mouth kind of open, nothing but a just kind of spirals of teeth that wind around that kind of separate at the sides. These 4 large, almost kind of large kind of tendrils almost. And as it kind of arcs up and slowly reaches the surface, you kind of watch as it stops, and the head kind of move in your general direction. And you kind of have a moment where you sitting on top of the dew beetle right here with Herb, as both of you see this now.
I grab my weapon just in case.
Okay, you reach for your weapon, and you kind of watch as the mouth kind of opens for a bit, and you can feel the heavy breath.
Is he like face to face?
It's real close, and this is a gargantuan creature, just so you're aware. Probably one of the largest creatures you've seen. You doing that?
No.
No.
I was imagining. I was
Careful.
just
Yeah.
imagining.
Stop
Chris in
it.
his head is way cooler than
His
Chris in
intrusive
real life.
thoughts are getting a hold of him.
The intrusive thoughts.
The intrusive thoughts.
Interesting. And with that, you watch as it launches out of the sand, way above you, arches over and slams into the other dune, off in the distance, starts to burrow, and you kind of watch as it start through the night.
Oh
That's
my god.
first watch.
Hey guys.
Alright, just do that 3 more times.
Yep.
Oh,
All right.
God.
You should have saw the other guy.
So, who's taking second watch?
Me and Nastani again?
Okay.
Okay. You and Stani or Herb or...
We'll switch back.
I'll wait till the next one.
Okay, so Nastani and Icarus?
Yeah.
I don't roll for Nastani. You guys should roll for Nastani.
Oh, I can roll
Do
for
it.
Nastani.
Well, it's
Oh,
too late. I already
dice.
did it.
Just give me
Okay.
the purple one and
Yeah, well,
Just give me the purple ones.
what'd you get, Icarus?
on
Chris.
perception
Yeah.
24.
Okay, that's way better than Nastani's 12. Really bad.
What are you
tonight.
doing?
It's
What are you
What are you doing?
Lauren.
Lauren,
Lauren.
come back.
I was looking at your camera.
Stop it.
Anyway, okay. But you got a 27?
No,
What'd you
24.
say? 24. Okay.
Mm.
Yes.
I mean, yeah,
Yes.
you got it. You got it.
Yeah, yes.
Yes.
Don't
You guys
look
are
at the
so
playback.
bad. I'll kill everyone.
The worm
knows
swallows you
he
guys
was
whole.
I know where you sleep.
No,
In the stand.
that being said, the worms, though active here, do not seem to get closer during this watch. These 2 hours that you're kind of overseeing the creatures and animals. You notice that the birds have nested and are keeping very close together. That the beetle almost has taken its shield-like legs and has kind of closed around itself. Just keeping very tight, very quiet. You can tell that the animals themselves know the danger that they're in. The large monitor lizard has kind of placed itself and dug underneath and is sitting under the beetle's thorax. Just kind of, you see the kind of beady eyes glaring out as the tongue flicks in and out.
Is
But,
it tongue?
yeah, they do.
Beetles?
Not
The
beetle,
lizard.
Lizard.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the beetle. I was like,
Check
Beetles
in.
Also, anyway, that being said,
Yeah.
third watch.
Is me and
Me.
Cass.
Yes.
You and Cass, okay?
Yeah.
You can take it if you want.
No, I don't care.
Okay. You got to rest for 2 of them. You only
Do,
rest
oh,
for
do
1.
you want to take one? I can sit out. I'll do the last one.
Okay.
Okay.
Urban.
So Cass and Herb. Yeah. Both of you make perception checks.
Do it.
Do it. 11, and then I will use my.
I believe you can only use it once a day.
I have 3.
Oh,
He's
you did
remembering a lot.
Yeah.
Cool.
He's
Go for it.
remembering a
I'm
lot.
using them all before I have to take my rest.
Okay.
Oh, another 5, so 16.
16?
21.
21? Alright.
Quick maths.
Rose pay to play.
Luckily for you guys, they don't seem to be around much anymore.
Wonderful.
Not much going on from the activity
But
from
when
the
I'm out
others.
there,
They seem to have, luck has finally turned your way for now.
You attract them, Chris.
But there's still one more watch. So, last watch. Who's taking it?
Me.
Just you?
I can. I only need 4 hours, right? Is that?
Oh.
How many
Say
hours
that.
do I need?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Heck
you can-
yeah,
you can
me and
both
Cass.
take it if you want.
Let's go.
Alright, go for it. Both of you make perception checks.
Oh yeah.
18.
22.
22. Nice.
Oh God.
So,
I know.
2 of you
Uh-huh.
who are awake, go ahead and make stealth checks for me.
With pass without a
I
trace.
think it's
Nope.
burned off by
Oh.
now.
Been right to a long time ago.
Wait, did I actually?
Yeah.
19.
So you're saying
Also 19.
it was
Both
just
of you
smelling.
19s.
We're huddling together. Actually, Gwen is just hugging Cass. She finds comfort in Cass.
I'm sleeping, holding.
You notice that as dawn
That's
comes,
cute.
so do all the worms returning to their nest. As you see off on the horizon from your vantage point on the beetle, presumably, the highest point you can have right now, you see off in the distance the clouds of sand returning towards the tower. You see off in the distance some of them towing what appear to be large structures in their mouths. Some of them having what appear to be caravan. Some of them large creatures. Some of them, from what you can see, specifically you with the 20 plus, antlions, mouths full of them.
They got him.
However, as they return from what you can see being the far west and east, you notice there are some returning from the north as well.
Gwen draws her sword.
Draw your sword. Okay. You draw your
Very
sword.
quietly.
She posted a piece
One
of
of
paper
them,
and
once
draws
again,
the sword.
coming by, you see in its mouth appears to be this very large reptilian-like creature, bloated and flat. These kind of large spines. It is quite large itself, and it is kind of being dragged along the surface as the rest of the body kind of rides its way. And while this one does not seem to notice you, it gets dangerously close to coming into physical contact with the rest of you. The beetle itself, as the body kind of snakes across the top. But it does pass, and seemingly content with what it has in its mouth, probably elects to ignore you. But last watch passes
Oh.
as the worms return at sunrise. So, that being said,
Good thing it took care of those lions. We didn't have to
I
do
will
it.
all
change
rest, you
man.
can mark it off if you want. But that being said, it's a new day, a new dawn.
I
It's
was
much
gonna
worse.
joke that Gwen
I'm up front.
tosses and turns in her sleep because
Yeah.
she's having nightmares.
Yeah.
You're having nightmares.
But I did not want to attract.
I had a
worms,
staring
so-
contest
Yeah, we got
with the worm.
I do think they got the worst of it.
They did.
Bro had 0.
Wait,
but
what if
Chris didn't even have a chance to write a follow-up love letter. Like,
What is that
he
quote?
was
that's-
robbed of that.
I was robbed.
Brother,
of love.
this guy stinks.
Yeah, you should have said that. Anyway,
Yeah.
say it to its face.
Yeah.
Nice
Yeah.
job, buddy. You'll get another chance.
Your breath stinks.
So, third day of travel. And supposedly, if you're making good time, today at the end of the day should be when you reach the lighthouse. If you're making good time. That being said,
It's a big if.
We did good.
Icarus, you're taking points, same marching order as before.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead and make a perception check for me, Icarus, and somebody else roll me a d20.
I want to.
Not touching it.
Oh no!
Oh
Did-
no!
Did you roll it, Reagan?
No, I didn't.
No, you did.
Okay.
What'd
Oh,
you get?
I can.
No, you can't.
Oh no, I can't.
5.
5?
11.
Oh god.
Yeah, I saw
11? Well, it's fitting.
Is it though?
Unfortunately, today is not a good day as the winds are strong, and you run into a very minor sandstorm that seems to hinder you guys.
The fog of the desert.
Literally what is right now.
The fog of the desert, the sandstorm.
But it is a minor sandstorm, and unfortunately,
How minor is mine?
your pace is slowed down to
Younger
about
than
half
18.
of what it originally was. And as it slowly dies down, no lighthouse in sight.
We went the wrong
Probably
way.
gonna take another day or so. So, we have another night.
Yay!
Who's taking
Nice.
first watch?
I'll take second.
I'll take it with her first one.
You take a second. So 2 of you up front? Alright, go for it. Herb and Gwenith.
I had 12.
Gonna
for
use
perception.
and
Go for it.
It's another day, right?
19,
A lot of time.
19?
19.
Or just
19 and
12.
12. It's an uneventful night. More sand kicks up, but you guys are resting. You have your blankets and your tents to kind of keep the sand out of your eyes, but thankfully, no worms.
use of eye protection.
Or any other creatures of that sort. Alright, so,
I'll take
Second
second with Chris.
second with
Oh
Chris.
yeah!
Perception checks.
This one just stabbed me in the back. I'm not going to use that one.
I fight the sand.
It's better.
Okay.
Who wins?
I keep getting the same thing. 14.
14?
16.
16? Okay. Okay. So,
Sand fight back.
Sand win.
Kill, sand. Regret.
So,
What's that?
I would say, as you two are woken up for the next shift, the both of you kind of getting to the top of the beetle once again, just kind of keeping a lookout over the small camp that you have. Icarus, you notice something strange. One of the stakes from the ground is missing, and the lizard is nowhere to be seen.
Is it medium rare? Steak?
The steak.
Oh. What the hell are you on?
So much.
However, over the course of 2 hours, eventually, you see something crest the nearest dune.
Oh my gosh.
A large monitor lizard with what appears to be a massive scorpion in its mouth. It is crunched down. And
Tame
you
it.
see has
We
kind
lost
of-
one leg.
It is dead.
It's
Okay.
And it, has
that's-
ripped, it has ripped the claws and several bits off as it kind of drags the scorpion all the way back to the camp and begins to just kind of crush the kind of chitinous shell and begin to devour what insides it can find.
Are there...
Can I pet the monitor lizard?
You gonna try?
No.
I've seen
Is this towards the end of the shift?
Yeah, this is towards the end, yeah.
Okay.
Since we made a
I'm
mistake
gonna-
of some
I'm gonna like Nistani to be on the next shift
Okay.
and ask her, through the process to talk to the animals and maybe let them share the food.
Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna just roll for that. She kind of takes a second, has a conversation, looks back. He's not very accommodating. But you kind of watch as she turns and you see that the lizard kind of begins to rip the tail off and throw it off to the side towards the birds. He's willing to share a little bit.
Can I eat it?
No.
It's not
You
full.
going down there, Chris? You watch as the birds stand up and start to pack. You jumping in?
Would it be good for me if I ate it?
You can certainly try.
Oh.
Would it be good for me if I ate it?
No.
Not a chance.
I don't.
Okay. So,
Some
that's the
weird
end of your
stuff's
shift.
going through his brain right now.
Hey, is
Yeah.
there also time in the shift to try and teach Chris a little bit about drawing?
Yeah, sure. Yeah,
Work on the principles of
yeah
art.
You've heard.
He's like, I'm gonna teach you how to draw. Draw
You see
the
the
sword.
you see
No.
the letter that he's kind of had stuffed right. I guess.
No, yeah.
Um,
Talk about our feelings. Have a little
Yeah.
I
pep
think
talk.
I was on shift with Nistani when she found the rough drafts, right?
Yeah, you were.
So
Yeah.
saw some.
Can you send that
Yeah.
to me?
Make a performance check.
Okay. All right.
the rough drafts.
Yeah.
5.
Drawings are better than his.
Hey.
You put some definition. They're more like square torsos and like little stick legs, but it's a lot better than
all
his
stick.
stick bodies.
Beggars can't be choosers.
But, it is an improvement.
Now the stick
The
figures
bar was
have
low,
two
but you did beat it.
legs.
The bar was on the ground.
bar was
okay.
below the
But that marks off the second watch. Third watch. Who's taking it? Two of you? Got it. All right. Perception checks. You guys only have to rest half.
Perceive.
Yep.
15, and then I will use my other one.
What'd you get?
19.
19?
20.
20. Okay. Nice.
He tries like flapping his wings. Just,
Okay. Once again, sandstorm kicks up and dies down.
that's so fun.
Cool.
You're just in a really windy area, I guess.
Yeah.
I
Lots
don't
of
like
weather
sand.
phenomena. All right.
Almost to the coast. Makes sense.
Fourth watch. Who's
Oh
taking it?
yeah.
I can take another one.
Go for it.
Do it.
By myself? Alright.
Should we have another person?
Nastani can take it too. Or no, she already took one.
No, she already took it. Herb, you took both, right? You took your two.
Did you take two?
Hang on.
I
You
mean,
took two.
I can wake back
So we
up.
have 1, 2, 3, 4.
Um,
How many
No,
watches
we
did
should
you
have. We
I've
should
only
have
done one.
8. We should.
I know. I don't know how that worked.
take? Did Nastani take
Wait, who
watch?
took first day?
I think Nastani was originally going to take third, and then
Oh,
We jumped
that's
on
right.
that.
Yeah,
I don't think
Nastani.
Nastani's done it. yet.
Nastani hasn't done it. So
Okay.
Nastani.
Yeah, I told
Cast.
Nastani to take third, and then they jumped on. That's
Yeah.
what it was.
Um,
Okay. What are you doing,
bef-
Lauren? What are you doing?
can I cast guidance?
Get it
on
together.
Okay, I'm gonna roll for Nastani from now on. Okay.
Not after this one, you can.
Pulls out the purple.
Can I
gun.
cast guidance on
Take
myself
this.
before? It's a cantrip.
Before she rolls.
Before I roll.
You ever roll? Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Go
Go for it.
Oh yeah.
No.
That's what I should do.
Generally, just for future reference, you should cast guidance before I tell you to roll.
Okay, got it. Got it.
Don't let it happen again.
24.
24?
Very less.
Alright, that's definitely better than Nastani's 8. I haven't rolled above a 5.
Actually, you know what?
She's really good perception.
We rolled the same number. My monster's better.
Alright, so that being said, with a, what'd you say?
24.
24. Mother of God! Okay, sand. You don't see it? Yeah, it really is.
So
I
vulgar.
rolled sand 3 times. Cool.
Gets everywhere.
This course is rough. Your clothes are ruined.
They were already ruined.
At this point,
It's
Gwen
rough.
is like tossing and turning in her sleep. She does not know why she remembers Cassandra.
Yeah. She's having
Oh yeah, I meant to say that. Do I also remember?
It's weird, vague. Like you feel like you've seen her somewhere, but
Do I?
it's kind of a no. Chris.
No, you
Or
guys
not
don't
you,
know.
Chris, no.
I think it's someone else, but it's just someone
Yeah,
else.
you might be her.
She's like drowning. Drowning.
Cows. No. Pond scum.
Sword.
Women.
Done. So, I miss feminism. Fight. Equal rights. Equal rights.
I'm a traitor.
Guilt.
Okay, so that being
Regret.
Said, regret.
Much.
That being said, that is the
Life.
final watch as the sandstorm eventually clears, and you can see that it is daytime
Ooh, daytime.
as morning has arrived.
Do I know you
All
from
right.
somewhere?
Hopefully, the last day. Yeah. What's the marching order? Same as before.
Same.
It could
Hey, Chris.
thoughts.
Perception
do
check.
this.
I trust.
Somebody roll me a d20.
I'm not doing it.
I got it.
Do it.
Ten.
That's not bad.
10. Oh my god.
What's your
Oh,
perception
God.
modifier? What's your modifier?
Instant death.
That's not a perception check, it's just a
Oh.
It's odd, but for the first time in a long time, you do see clouds above you.
We're getting close.
And
my goodness.
a very light rain sprinkles down on the desert.
I open my mouth.
Taste it?
It's acid.
I'd rather drink that than the pond.
It is
It's
full
very
of-
salty.
Oh.
It's it
don't
is a
like
horrible
it.
taste in your mouth.
Irrigation
And
straight
It
from the
doesn't
sea.
sit well.
Sulfur.
You want to take 70 points of bludgeoning damage?
Alright.
Sure, you die.
You're dead.
You doing that?
No.
You bashing your head against a rock?
No, from the rain.
Oh, for the rain? No. No, it's not good if you were to drink more. But just a few drops won't hurt you. But
Just sulfuric acid.
I'm strong.
rain is considered a good thing, as you are cooled down.
It's just
Your creatures seem to be able to move a bit faster, and the cloud coverage definitely helps with the shade.
Cool.
So, easy enough. By noon,
Make it out.
Icarus, what was your perception?
We win.
10.
10. You almost don't notice it until you're there.
You don't notice it.
But
Chris,
hidden behind the dunes appears to be these massive rocks. As you kind of wind and weave your way through almost this kind of boulder-like valley here, where a lot of the sand is pushed apart by these boulders, you see off in the distance what appears to be a lighthouse stretching to the sky, tilted ever to the side as you see that it is crumbling. Whatever paint was on it at some point is long worn, but you see the fire brazier still burning as somebody has lit it.
It's litty.
You see what appears to be, in this valley, houses. Stone, wood, most of it decayed, buried under the sand here and there, but several still sticking out with the rocks. Whether there was once a collapse here or something, it's hard to tell. But the lighthouse kind of cues you into maybe some of the history here of what it maybe once was. That being said, as you enter the town, who is proficient in history?
Me. Wait.
If you're proficient, you may make a history check.
What counts as proficient?
No, Nistani is.
Does a +0
Is she?
count?
Do you want to roll for Nistani?
Yes.
Go for it.
I shouldn't
I
actually. I've
also
been rolling
have
so bad
my
also.
archaeological, historical knowledge.
You do? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh shoot, I'm not proficient.
Okay. So
Mistake.
Well,
21.
21?
14.
14? Alright. I would say you're, with your archaeological background and being a member of the societies that you are, you recognize the stonework. It is very ancient Rossian. You know that it was likely that this was probably once a seafaring village at some point with the lighthouse nearby. The stonework probably dates back 400 years or so. It probably wasn't quite the desert it was here as it was today. Might have just been sand dunes. The shoreline was probably a bit closer to here, but you know that you're not that far from Icarus's talons. You notice also that there are tamperings here. You notice that there are more recent structures. What appear to be small, almost awnings constructed maybe by merchants or caravans who have passed through. Some of which that look like they have been here for decades. Some of which that look like they have been here for maybe weeks. New and old, you can see that this place is generally used as a resting point. Probably frequented and passed through quite a lot. But Icarus, as you ride into the center of what is town, something catches you off guard. It's very quiet. Too quiet. And then that silence is broken by a resounding ring. Something that you would recognize, Icarus, as a gunshot.
Shots fired.
Does, Icarus, you are up front.
Just a 37.
Does
You
a
just hit a
26 hit?
You just got shot.
Passes
The
through
rest
all
of you
us.
watch in this dead silent canyon the resounding shot as there is a flash from the top of the lighthouse.
Wow.
And you watch as Icarus is hit, blown off the back of the bird as it bucks into the air.
Can I catch him?
And you watch as almost maybe 10, 20 people jump from sand-covered blankets all around you. And that's where we're going to end tonight's game.
Sand
No!
Not sand ninjas!
Sand ninjas! No!
My
You should've
worst
looked at this
enemy.
man.
Should I
expected it.
mark damage right now? Because I will totally forget by next week.
Yeah, okay.
Sounds like something out of a certain space.
If only he could see better with your
Space,
eye protection.
That is
Didn't
Eye
see that one
protection is
coming.
17
supposed to help
points of
you
piercing
see.
damage.
Oh!
Yeah, it was a big
Actually,
gun.
the
But
episode's
anyway,
over, so.
episode's over, Stinky. Anyway, so we'll catch up next week.
I'm gonna catch up to you.
On which day was it?
Friday.
Fridays.
I remember
Friday.
Thank you, Jack. Good job.
It's Friday.
Friday. So we'll see you back here next week. Don't forget to
Subscribe and notify yourself.
Oh,
hit the bell.
on Instagram and TikTok.
Yes, good job.
Tiki
Jack. Good job, guys. So we'll hopefully see you back here next week.
Level
Woo!
7.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I turned into Mr. Cat.
Oh yeah.